Hello, everyone, and welcome to ROKStudios. I'm Stan Miller, PR and Analyst Relations Manager for Rockwell Automation in the AMR region, and I'm joined today by Greg Gernert. He is Vice President and General Manager of Motion for Rockwell. Greg, welcome to the studio.
Thanks for inviting me today, Stan. I'm excited to be here.
So today we're talking about how AMR technology can improve productivity in the industrial space. This is a very exciting topic. So my first question for you is, why is utilizing AMRs so important to the broader concept of the autonomous operations?
So, really, Stan, when you look at how the evolution of industrial operations are evolving and really what our customer base is looking for, that future, autonomous operations is really that next step. And across autonomous operations, production logistics is going to play a critical role in that. And really, what production logistics means is how does material movement to the line, through the line, and away from the line. If you think of that at a macro level, and then more importantly is how the data flows. And again, to the line, through the line, and away from the line. So autonomous mobile robots, which with our recent acquisition of Auto Motors and ClearPath Robotics, now provides us a level of material movement that we had not had before. Think of our past acquisitions of independent cart, whether it was MagnaMotion or iTrack, that really gave us flexibility in the material movement, but at the end of the day, it's bolted to the floor. With autonomous mobile robots, now we're unleashing the value of material movement that allows us the flexibility and the capability really that our customers are looking for. So it's an exciting time for us. It's really looking at the forward momentum of this industrial operations evolution or revolution, and we're really in I would say, a market of one position in the market to help solve this. So I'm really excited about it as the auto team has been energized as we've started this journey.
Greg, let's talk a little bit about challenges within the industrial operations. What challenges do AMRs address?
Yeah, so if you think of the challenges that our customers face today around scarcity of labor, around the changing customer demands and the quick turnaround time, changeover time that they're experiencing, just supply chain resiliency, and then ultimately looking at reducing their cost and improving their operating efficiency. AMRs allow one to potentially move those indirect material movement people into other, more value creating roles inside of a facility, as well as bringing flexibility. So think of a line that I want to create a multi-pack of some variable that's for me, custom for Greg. Well, before that would have to go to an outside warehouse, many people to break and pack. Now with the flexibility of a material movement system, I can move it from production line A to B to C, really reducing and increasing the speed and efficiency to achieve the ultimate goal, which is to provide me with my custom pack of whatever I might have. The last is supply chain resiliency. And think of the amount of turbulence that we've just experienced and the importance of understanding where everything is in the supply chain and tracking it through the facility. And again, that goes back to my point of how do we look at the data as well, and that plays a critical role. So the orchestration of the material movement happens at the fleet management level of the AMRs. The AMRs are really smart delivery devices. But the key is also the software that sits on top that's orchestrating that movement.
Got it. Greg, can AMRs create a safer working environment for the human element in an operation?
Yeah, so it's interesting around safety because if I think of a brownfield facility and a greenfield facility, so I'll start with a brownfield facility and a facility that's been sitting for hundreds of years, maybe 50 years. And they have aisleways, they have workflows that are driven by manual, whether it's a forklift or a person pushing a cart. The AMRs have safety and intelligence built in, so they're going to avoid those obstacles. Auto has millions of hours of miles driven or kilometers driven with no safety instances. So there's a level of safety because of the onboard safety of the device versus a person pushing a cart or driving a forklift. If you look at a greenfield facility, as a customer or a client is looking to really create a new work environment, you could build this into the normal workflows to really not just optimize the flow of material, but also optimize where people need to interact with these devices or material movement, thus creating a safer environment for the human.
Greg, any examples come to mind of how AMRs are helping make environments more safe?
Yeah, I would say both safe and productive. One example we have is of a tier one automotive supplier, and what they were experiencing was roughly about 75% of their manufacturing capabilities were online at any one point, and it was due to the scarcity of labor. So what they were able to realize is with a fleet of autonomous mobile robots, they redeployed those individuals that were doing indirect material movement to the fourth line that was not running. So they had an immediate 25% increase in productivity. That also generated positive safety as well, because really reallocating individuals from lifting boxes and others to now they're part of the manufacturing. So more value creating roles in the organization.
Fabulous example, and in core to Rockwell Automation's overall mission of making industrial companies more productive. So I think that's fabulous point for us to stop our conversation. But thank you so much for the interview. This has been a fabulous discussion on such an exciting technology. Greg, thank you for joining us in the studio.
Yes, thank you, Stan. I appreciate it.
And thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about AMR and motion technology, visit rockwellautomation.com.